somebody who's becoming aware of the world of sync for the first time, how would you guys describe what the world of sync is?
It's endless opportunities. And it's really, there's stuff happening all the time in different forms of media. It is really a rabbit hole that you can go down. It can be a lot of fun to find all the different ways that music is used. It's really, sync is not only an education process. I mean, I thought I had a lot to learn when it came to learning how to produce and how to get my stuff up to a professional level. I think it's like that. You got to put in like 10,000 hours to kind of learn what are the things that people need. And how can there's roadblocks inside yourself sometimes around like, well, I don't really want to kind of quote unquote fill an order in a way for what is most in demand right now. So how can I take what it is that's authentic about myself and make that music that feels good, but also is in a need. It fills a need for what's needed to be supported on picture. So for me, it's like it's an adventure. I think that's the best way to describe sync. It's an adventure if you're down for it.
What would you say, Sonnet?
Yeah, I think if you look at sync, you're telling other people's stories, you're helping to tell other people's story visually that are visual media, and helping to support that through the music that you make. So when you start looking at, okay, there's a picture running and then my song comes under that, whether that's for ads, TV or film, it's like, what work, like what really is going to help support this picture, this story, this 30-second spot in an ad, or this whole scene montage? Like, what are the things that I can bring into my music that have been talked about. We can go through like, what are the specific things that just kind of you want to have in those songs, but also that I can bring that maybe is my unique voice that I've spent a lifetime honing in on my craft. Like there's so much you bring to the table, like John and I both came into sync and had a lot of success right away because we had put in a lot of hours into honing our craft and finding a sound and being really good at what we did in terms of being a musician. And when we had a couple of pointers of like, ooh, make music that has universal lyrics and has some edit points and builds and has a unique stamp that's yours, like boom, like it really helped get us launch us in the sync world. But when you think about the visual stories that are being told and your music as a part of it, I think it really helps you understand how your music can fit into sync in so many different ways, whether that's video games or, music, take the music out of any visual scene, put it back in, and there's so much emotion that comes into it. There's excitement, there's sadness, and we have that ability. So when you think about that in the music that you're creating, what kind of scene would this work for? What kind of ad would be playing this? Like, what if they, all those things really help inform the decisions that you make as you're making your music to have sync in mind.